profit, muscle.
They can control Jay-Z. My mama was sacrificed.
The difference between Jay and Kanye, and I say it, Jay is about the money, period. And Kanye is about the art and the money. But it's the art, you know what I mean? Like Kanye is a real artist. Like Kanye is in different dimensions. Like, you know, he really focuses on that fashion. I never saw Jay do that, ever. Nothing near that. I took Jay-Z and shopped him to every single label, and they all said no. I had to do it myself.
Why did they say no?
Either he was too old, he rapped too fast, they just didn't have it.
Advice.
I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. And I always felt that, but I ignored it a little.
You regret ignoring that?
I don't regret it. I wouldn't have let certain things happen because I didn't think they could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would never do that. But he did things that I thought he would never do. So now I would be like, oh, he would do that. And I would make sure it didn't happen. So Rockefeller would probably still exist right now.
How do you feel towards Jay-Z now?
I don't feel nothing.
No bad feelings, no good feelings?
No feelings. I deal with feelings and they would probably not be so complimentary. It was sold, but they gave Jay to run Rockefeller. So Kanye was still there. Everybody was still there. Why is there no more Rockefeller?
That's why Ye doesn't care about losing money or deals. He cares about dispersing the truth. I'm Prophet.
Talk to me about Ye though, man. How do you feel about Ye right now?
He's my brother.
How often do you guys speak? Like, you lot constantly in contact? Or?
Not constantly.
Yeah.
When he needs me. And when I'm worried about him.
How do you feel about him right now? He cool? Are you worried about him or is he?
What do you think I'm worried about?
I don't know, because you could tell me.
Can I ask you a question? Is he bipolar or not? Did he tell you that?
He did. He told the world that.
So if you checked off the boxes of bipolar, is he acting that?
Yeah.
So then leave it at that.
But
worry about his health if you care about him at all.
But you don't think he's doing bits that, like, he's making sense to it?
I'm just saying that regardless to what, regardless to what he's saying, it's the way he's saying it.
Yeah.
So I don't care what he's saying. I want
about how he's going about it.
I want him to live.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all worried about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
If you know a man has a problem and you know he might be checking the boxes off for the symptoms of that problem, why do you judge him as if he doesn't have a problem?
Nah, King of Ye ain't got no problem. He's speaking the truth.
So it's not logical. Why you put a camera on him instead of sending a prescription or a doctor or some therapist?
So can you get through to him? Who can get through to him and...
You know, we don't speak on the way we communicate and when we communicate. But just know I'm always there. And sometimes when he's loud and he stops being loud, it could be because somebody has actually spoke to him. But the person that usually speaks to him isn't there when he's doing well, so they don't get the pictures. Because they don't care. The ones that care don't want the pictures. They just want to help.
Interesting. So do you feel like some people they're overlooking that and they should really be taking that into account, especially the people that know him and are around him?
I just want to make sure you don't do what other people do.
Okay.
Because you're in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Let's have some compassion for a man that may be not so well at that moment.
Okay.
If he told you transparently he has a problem, respect it. So my thing is, I'm a diabetic. If you see me not taking my insulin and drinking Kool-Aid and sugary drinks, you should be concerned. And if you don't help, you don't care.
Yeah? We're fans. We love Ye.
So keep
He's done so much for the culture, for the music.
Don't love him.
But we're concerned.
Then how do you show your concern?
I mean, if you don't know him, it's hard. I don't know him. I'm just speaking as a perspective of a fan.
No.
I'm a fan of his art and
you
his
start
culture.
talking about the ways to help him. Instead of asking about what's wrong with him, give him the cure. We all know the problem.
But then that's what we need you to do because you know it. I want you to give that gem to the people.
I just did it.
Okay, I hear it.
When was your last time you spoke with Kanye?
The other day.
Okay, so what's your relationship now? Do y'all not feed off each other? Is that steel, sharpen steel?
Hell yeah. Every time. Listen, when he speaks, trust me, we spoke. You hear him. He's talking about culture vultures and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
He's talking about farming and all that, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at his business model. It looks a little familiar, don't it?
Say it.
So you look at what he does. That's what people don't concentrate on, is his business model. You notice he's not in any Live Nation venues, right? He's in churches, so that means he controls the streaming. That also means he's selling merch every single time he's there, direct to consumer, no middleman. The man made $1 million in the theater. No one said nothing about that. See, I'm a businessman, so I look at the bullshit. Everybody looking at the distraction. See, a certain mentality of soldiers and slave mentality, they worried about one thing, but the bosses is looking at another. Two different languages. Fearless. He's fearless. He don't give two. He's fearless. He gonna do what he want, when he want, how he want, in front of the whole world, and that's how I taught him. It means you can't monetize him when you want to. That's what that means. You're gonna control another man. Yeah, he might not show up if he don't want to. He ain't got to. It's him. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't control it. That's exactly what he's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted Kanye to be. Exactly what he is. A disruptor, a world shaker, but he's always respectful to the people that deserve it. But he invokes emotion and he's great for the economy. And like I tell everybody, I ain't seen nobody got a black man that doesn't play any sport having white kids on their feet. And that means a lot to us because it hasn't happened before. Yeah. So I'm a bigger picture guy. I like he turns into Michael Jackson. Yeah. So to me, the world is a completely different place. A lot less entertaining and a lot less to talk about without Kanye.
When you first met Kanye, you heard his sound. Did you know he could be what he became?
No, not at all. I never expected that in a billion years. I expected other people that were in my crew to be Kanye, but I didn't know it would be him. But the reason why it was him is because he's the only one that listened completely. What I will say about Kanye is he's the only one on a real level that's giving me a certain kind of respect. The only one. And it doesn't matter because he's the biggest one, right? He's the only billionaire of the whole crew. It's funny, you know? But he's the only one that's paid proper respect, and he's always been that guy. And I asked Kanye to do it. He did it that day, that night. And, you know, history was made. And it was just because of the respect that he gave me is the reason why it was so successful. It was the first record he got played on the radio as a rapper.
Yeah.
It had it was a beautiful.
I mean, I think that was the first moment we knew.
And it was the first time Queen had actually cleared a sample. They cleared it for me. So again, no disrespect to radio and people on it, but the gatekeepers or people that are pretending they're gatekeepers, f*** them. Whoever's pretending that's what they do. I just told you that. They act, how you gonna be controlling? How can somebody that's not from our culture be a gatekeeper for our culture? What does that even sound like? That sounds like we soft. You feel me? You looking at the negative because that's what's controlling you. Don't let nobody make you think that they controlling us. But don't think that he's a gatekeeper.
Stay up.
No one that's not from our culture could be the gatekeeper. If you acknowledge them as that, then they are. But they just tricked you. And that's what I'm saying. They not. Who gonna stop us from making music and performing? Who can stop it? Right? And it's not about radio, it's about your show. So you're tricked into believing that you can't make it without radio, but think about having radio, but you have a sucky show. Where you make your money at? The show. So as long as your show is good, radio coming to you. If they don't, as long as your fans care, there is no gatekeeper. You the gatekeeper.
This is just on the, okay, you getting lit, okay. This is just on the CEO level. Jay or Dame? Just CEO.
Absolutely, 1000% Dame Dash.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because Dame
I need
Dash,
an explanation for this one.
Because Dame Dash the visionary.
Okay.
He the original black hipster. I'm the devil's worst nightmare. I'm Dame Dash with money. So I was one of Jay's best earner. Anytime he needed that beat, boom. You know what I'm saying? So Dame never had to work again. Period. You know what I'm saying? Anything ever need, I'm here. The more and more money I got, this is my family. I'm never gonna let nobody speak on our relationship.
My king of yay, thank you for being loyal to your friend Dash. But please don't drink no alcohol. Be sober and sharp like a real prophet like me. From now on, we all gonna call each other kinga. We all people are righteous kings like God. So we gonna replace that negative word with that word kinga to spread positivity in our community. Everybody hashtag kinga in the comment section. If you like Kanye or not, you have to respect him for disclosing the truth of what's going on behind the scenes. The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist on concrete.
That I knew you, and I had a chance to know you. And since I had a chance to know you, I seen what kind of good person you were. Boom, that was it.
Roger, tell these motherfuckers subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you.